Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Najwa Husseini with Azadi News. UK pledges to support 860,000 Rohingya refugees amid controversial policies at home. Turkey, Bangladesh agree to enhance humanitarian cooperation. While UK aid is doing tremendous good abroad, refugee policies at home need work. The United Nations global goals to end extreme poverty and its root causes include a commitment to protect the world's most vulnerable people, including migrants, asylum seekers, and refugees. Aid is a crucial component in support of these marginalized groups. But we need to make sure that policies of compassion and humanity towards refugees are prioritized at every level of government. Take action here to protect vulnerable communities. In recent months, there have been UK government proposals to build a floating wall in the English Channel to keep out migrant dinghies, install water cannons that create waves to push away refugee boats, and create offshore detention camps on islands thousands of miles away. The UK has hardly thrown its arms open to refugees in 2020. Indeed, asylum seekers are perhaps more likely to be met with warships than welcome banners. It's led to Global Citizen launching a campaign urging people to write to their PM asking them to offer safe passage. But every government to some degree can behave like a hydra with personality defects, having many heads that moving in conflicting directions. The refugee crisis is no different, although the UK has been actively working towards making the country an unattractive destination for refugees. It has for many years also done a lot of good, primarily through its aid budget, intended to be focused on the world's poorest people. Dominic Raab, the UK's Foreign Secretary, announced on October 22 that the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office (FCDO) would be working through the aid budget to support 860,000 Rohingya refugees and help Bangladesh deal with COVID-19 and natural disasters. It's a package that includes essentials like food, healthcare, water, sanitation, and mental health support for the refugees stuck in overcrowded camps in Cox's Bazar, the world's largest refugee settlement in Bangladesh. In addition, it will offer improved education access for 50,000 young people, create COVID-19 treatment and isolation centers, and strengthen support for Bangladesh's health system and defenses against disasters like flooding. Turkey and Bangladesh have discussed ways to step up joint humanitarian activities to help the Rohingya refugees and host communities in Cox's Bazar, southeastern Bangladesh. During a visit to the refugee camps in Cox's Bazar on Monday, Turkish ambassador to Bangladesh Mustafa Osman Turan assured Bangladeshi officials of proper humanitarian aid to help the people in need. Currently, some 1.2 million displaced Rohingya are taking shelter in several temporary refugee camps. The local host communities are also facing different challenges while dealing with refugees. Turan met Shahrizwan Hayat, an additional secretary at the Office of Refugee Relief and Repatriation Commissioner, and Cox's Bazar District Commissioner MD Kamal Hussein. They discussed ways to deepen collaboration between Turkey and Bangladesh institutions working on humanitarian assistance, both for Rohingya and host communities affected by the crisis, according to a social media post by Turkey's embassy in Bangladesh. Meanwhile, the Turkish Cooperation and Coordination Agency (TIKA) delivered COVID-19 medical equipment for Chakaria and Ramu hospitals in Cox's Bazar. A local member of the parliament, Zafar Alam, received the aid. Turan also visited Arunodoy School, a special institute for children with special needs. Appreciating the special arrangement for the children, the ambassador assured of support, including raising skilled manpower for the institute and training for teachers. The Rohingya, described by the United Nations as the world's most persecuted people, have faced heightened fears of attacks since dozens were killed killed in state-sponsored violence in 2012. According to Amnesty International, more than 750,000 Rohingya refugees, mostly women and children, fled Burma and crossed into Bangladesh after Burmese forces launched a crackdown on the minority Rohingya community in August 2017, pushing the number of persecuted people in Bangladesh above 1.2 million. Since August 25, 2017, nearly 24,000 Rohingya Muslims have been killed by Burmese state forces, according to a report by the Ontario International Development Agency (OIDA). This is today's news. To get more updates about Rohingya, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. Visit our website azadinews.org and follow our social media accounts. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.